Peppa Pig cartoon is one of the most intriguing animated shows ever. With over 20 years since its creation, many fans have come up with theories about various facts that remain unexplained to this day. And one of the biggest mysteries, without a doubt, is figuring out where the humans are in the Peppa Pig world. You've probably noticed that even after 20 years, only 3 humans have been shown so far. This alone is enough to suggest that the Pink Pigs universe hides mysteries, but this one stands out as the biggest of them all. We know that most of the characters are animals, but there are others of different types too, though in much smaller numbers, like Mr. Potato and Super Potato. They're quite popular on the show despite being different from other characters and not having such large families. But beyond them, there are the humans, and there are only 3, the Queen, Santa Claus, and the Pirate. That's certainly a very small number. So where have all the millions of other humans gone? That's what we're going to figure out today. So get ready to uncover this mystery and finally find out what happened to the humans. Now, put on your golden boots and join us as we explore the fascinating world of Peppa Pig. Among the human characters, the one who has undoubtedly made the most appearances so far is Santa Claus. He first appears in the episode Santa's Visit. Families are gathered together, and Peppa, George, Daddy Pig, and Mummy Pig spend this special day at their grandparents' house. However, Santa ends up forgetting Peppa's present, leaving her very upset with the situation and even questioning her behavior over the past year. Despite this, she's eventually surprised when Santa comes back to deliver her gift. In this episode, we notice that, unlike the other characters, Santa has human characteristics. He's an elderly man with a white beard who lives far away in complete isolation at the North Pole. This was the first of Santa's 6 appearances, as there have been 6 Christmas episodes in the Peppa Pig series so far. We could say this appearance opened the door to a question that fans still ponder. Why did the show choose to include human characters in the story? And why have only 3 appeared so far? Another memorable character is the Queen of England, who appeared in the episode The Queen, where Miss Rabbit receives an award for being the hardest working person in the kingdom. After all, it's hard to find a job Miss Rabbit doesn't know how to do. We know that the Queen lives in the Royal Palace, home to England's royal family, the country where the Peppa Pig series is set. In another episode, Police Station from Season 7, another human character catches our attention. The Pirate, Daddy Pig, is exhausted, and after visiting many stores, he discovers that George has lost Mr. Dinosaur. The Pig family heads to the police station, where they're greeted by Officer Panda and Officer Squirrel. The officers show them a storage room where lost items are kept, and in that room, something grabs the family's attention. A pirate treasure chest left at the station. Can you imagine stumbling upon something like that? The officers mention that no one has ever come to claim the lost treasure. At that moment, Pirate is seen approaching the station but decides against entering, probably because he knows he'd be arrested for taking the treasure. After all, the police would undoubtedly ask where he got the treasure, and he wouldn't know what to say. In another episode, we see him again, and this time the police find the pirate at sea and hand him his treasure without him even asking for it. From this, we can infer that the pirate spends part of his time sailing and likely the other part on a deserted island. The kind pirates love, but with all these appearances by humans, fans are left wondering, where do the other humans live? Why do we hardly ever see them? To answer these questions, we've gathered some theories that might offer valuable clues. In recent years, NASA has made incredible advances in uncovering space-related events, but we still don't have confirmation of life beyond Earth. However, what if the Peppa Pig universe were the result of a catastrophic alien attack? What would you think of that? In this theory, planet Earth was invaded by aliens seeking revenge on humans, leading to the destruction of everything we know. Could the aliens be responsible for leaving only 3 humans in Peppa's world? Or is this just another conspiracy theory? Scientists are often intrigued by the question of whether we are alone in the universe. That's why numerous experiments have been conducted, including probes and robots sent into space. During one such space exploration, humans encountered a new species. Wanting to learn more, they captured one of these beings, who happened to be an important member of this alien civilization. This act triggered a large-scale invasion and the detonation of a bomb that nearly wiped out the entire planet. As a result, 95% of humans ceased to exist. Over millions of years, as the planet adapted, animals evolved to develop human-like habits. A few humans survived, like the Queen, who had a hideout in an underground city. This theory, while bizarre, doesn't fully explain the existence of the remaining humans. Were the others perhaps royal employees who also took refuge in the underground city? But first, you believe Peppa's world could have been invaded by aliens? Type aliens in the comments below to let us know. Peppa Pig cartoon might take place in a distant future where evolution has caused other mammals to rise to the top of the social pyramid. But why? In the episode Stone Age Granny, Grandma Pig tells Peppa and George a story about evolution, showcasing characters with traits that are quite different from the pig family. Undoubtedly, the story portrays early humans, or Homo sapiens, just as some scientists suggest happened during our own evolution. This suggests that part of their history mirrors ours. we can conclude that, much like humans evolved, animals in Peppa's world also evolved. However, it took them longer, leading to new adaptations and needs over time. But what happened to humans after animals took over power? Additionally, in an effort to keep Grandma Pig's friends away from his strawberries, Grandpa Pig pretends to be a mammoth, giving them the experience of a hunt. In this scene, we see Grandpa Pig running in a very natural, primal way, another point in favor of this theory. What do you think? Another theory is that Earth went through severe climate disasters, making survival conditions nearly impossible. This forced humanity to evacuate Earth. However, there wasn't enough transport for everyone, so only a small portion of the population could embark on this venture. This evacuation led to colonization of another planet, but upon arrival, they discovered the new planet wasn't uninhabited. Initially, the relationship was peaceful. The humans began introducing their culture and sharing stories about Earth. However, for several years, conflicts arose. Both species wanted to govern the new planet, which led to a significant decline in the human population. Moreover, some animals were brought along, which might explain why there are crocodiles acting aggressively, seen in the episode Gym Class. In this episode, Grandpa Rabbit recounts swinging across a swamp on vines while crocodiles eagerly waited for him to slip. This could also explain why Madame Gazelle is startled by Mrs. Crocodile, a penguin caretaker, in the episode The Zoo. Over time, however, humanity's thirst for power ruined the relationship, leading to their expulsion. Only a few humans were allowed to remain, namely, 3 we mentioned earlier in the video. If you, like us, love theories about the world's most beloved pink pig cartoon, hit the subscribe button right now and join our fan community. Another theory suggests that a devastating event occurred, similar to the nuclear plant explosion in Russia during the 1980s, which caused one of the largest radiation incidents in history. According to this theory, second, even more powerful event destroyed Earth and led to the evolution of animals. As a result, animals began to behave like humans and sought power, forcing humans to retreat to a more remote continent. This explains why some animals remain wild. They were not exposed to radiation at all. Additionally, the world is still undergoing transformations. In the episode The Biggest Muddy Puddle in the World, we see that nature has not yet fully recovered, which is why evolution remains incomplete. It's likely for this reason that all the characters live on hills to avoid natural disasters that could destroy their homes. Similarly, this may explain why there are so many sailors in Peppa's world, due to the frequent flooding. What if Peppa's world is actually part of a scientific experiment? What we think is a new world is nothing more than a laboratory. Everything would be recorded to document the experiment. In the episode TV Land, we see Miss Rabbit as a director managing the entire production. Pig Family visits the TV studio because Peppa wants to understand how it works. There, she ends up acting out the opening of the series. This episode has always caused confusion among fans, as it might hold the answer to all the secrets of the world's most famous piglet. Not to mention, everyone is made to live like humans to see how far they can adapt. Another detail we notice is that some characters appear a bit more simplistic, which might indicate that the adaptation process varies in duration. This theory is one of the most fascinating, as many characters might have been born in this experimental world, completely unaware that they are living in a controlled environment. Would you agree to spend a day in that laboratory? Have you ever noticed that Peppa looks and behaves very differently from real pigs? One major difference is clothing. Most animals don't need to cover themselves with fabric because their fur or skin provides protection. Not to mention Peppa wears shoes, even though pigs have hard hooves and wouldn't need footwear. Typically, animals from different species cannot reproduce. For example, a cow and a rooster cannot create offspring. However, one theory suggests that behind the show is a mad scientist who crossbred animals with humans. This could explain Peppa's behavior and that of other characters. They might all be hybrids resulting from these experiments. These theories provide answers to many questions, but none have managed to fully uncover all the mysteries of Peppa Pig. What really happened in Peppa's world has yet to be revealed. If you love exploring the fun and quirky world of Peppa as much as we do, we've prepared 2 amazing videos for you to watch next. See you in the next video.